Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss the another important topic of MEd, which is pragmatism. Okay. So under this topic, we will discuss about meaning and little bit history of pragmatism. Then we will discuss about major facts of pragmatism. Then we will discuss about educational implications of pragmatism. Right. So I start with the pragmatism. So pragmatism basically it is a practical approach to the problem. Pragmatism word is derived from the Greek word pragma. The meaning of pragma is action. The meaning of pragma is activity. The meaning of pragma is work done. Okay. Pragmatism believe that reality is constantly changing. Okay. The first word you should remember what they are saying. Reality is constantly changing. But what the idealism says that there is a ultimate reality. So this philosophy is totally, opposing the idealism philosophy. Okay. So according to this philosophy, everything lies in the action. Pragmatism, it is a Greek word. Okay. And it is derived from the word action, practice, activity. So they are talking about all the action. Okay, so basically it is a American philosophy, right? So it means utility. Pragmatism means utility. Pragmatism means action. Pragmatism means work done, right? Man determines utility of the universe. This theory lies midway between the idealism and naturalism. Naturalism we will do in the next lecture, right? Idealism we have already done. So it lies midway between the idealism and naturalism. It down to earth philosophy means it is a practical philosophy. So guys, Charles Sanders Peirce, he is father of the pragmatism philosophy. He is an American philosopher, logician, mathematician, and scientist, and regarded as a father of pragmatism. He believed that thought must produce action rather than linger in the mind and lead to the indecisiveness. Means, in a simple term, Charles Peirce wants to say that we have to do the action. Okay, we should not linger into the idea. Okay, as the idealism says that. So pragmatism affirms that everything lie in the material things, not idea, not thought, not in mind. Pragmatism philosophy give more importance to the action than ideas, right? Again, pragmatism believe that reality is constantly changing. There is no absolute and unchanging truth, right? And who are the supporters of pragmatism philosophy? Heraclitus, Socrates, Charles Sanders Peirce, who was a father of pragmatism philosophy, William James, right? Kilpatrick and others, right? So to sum up about pragmatism, you have come to know it is a action philosophy, right? It existed during the 19th century by the American philosopher Charles Sanders Peirce. Charles Sanders Peirce wrote an article in 1874, right? He wrote in the article how to make our ideas more clear. He said that put your idea into the action. The action will tell you whether the idea is worth of expectance or not, whether the idea is useful or not, right? So what the Charles Peirce says that, okay, here you have to understand that idealism, what the idealism says that everything lies in the idea. He talks about the idea, huh? But pragmatism says that put your idea into the action. The action will tell you whether the idea is good or not, right? So therefore it is a action philosophy. It talks about activity, it talks about utility, it talks about action, right? So now we do little bit history and meaning of pragmatism, so that with the history and little bit meaning and history of pragmatism, the idea of pragmatism would be more clear to you. Okay, there is a one big name for in idealism philosophy, Heraclitus. Heraclitus has said that one cannot step twice into the same river. He also said the sun is new each day. It means reality is changeable, not ultimate reality as said by the idealism, right? Sophists. Who are Sophists? Who were Sophists? Sophists were the teachers of Greece. ग्रीस के टीचर्स थे. They were skepticism and empiricism. Skepticism means who has doubt on the God, doubt on the existence of God, right? So Sophists says that we get knowledge by senses, not from the ideas. Okay, Sophists. Idealism says that now we get all the things, all the knowledge from the ideas, but Sophists, they said that we get knowledge by senses, not from ideas. And Charles Peirce said that how to make our ideas more clear. He wrote an article, just I have explained. Put your idea into the action. The action will tell you. The result of the idea will tell you whether the idea is good for you or not. Right? There is another big name in the pragmatism philosophy, William James. Guys, sometimes William James is regarded as a father of pragmatism. Okay, but the most appropriate answer is Charles Peirce sentence. Okay, William James put the idea given by the Peirce in religion and psychology. Okay, John Dewey. This is another important name in the history of pragmatism. John Dewey wrote the book Experience and Education in 1938. John Dewey was a pragmatist. He said that all experience is education and all education is experience. Right? He has said that whatever we get in our life from birth to death, these all experience are nothing. Basically, it is education. And whatever the education we get in school, college, mosque, church, and others, these education is experience, right? John Dewey, you have to remember this name. Okay, he has done a lot of works on aims of education given by the pragmatists. Next, last, W.H. Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick, who was a student of John Dewey. He was a disciple of John Dewey. He gave the project method. Okay, he was most influenced by the John Dewey's pragmatism principles. Kilpatrick introduced the project method. Guys, in our syllabus, in the course curriculum, you have seen that project method. Okay, guys, when we will finish idealism, pragmatism, naturalism, realism, then I will compare all the things you will find in your schools and colleges, right? All the philosophy we are adopting. If we are starting the school with the prayer, it means we are following the idealism principles. Okay, if we are taking the first, second, third lecture of science subject, mathematics subjects, we are following the pragmatism. If we are allowing our students to go to the tours and trips, we are following the naturalism philosophy, right? So being of a teacher, these all the ism should be clear to all of you. So this is all about the history and meaning of pragmatism. Now we discuss about what are the fundamental principles of a pragmatism. Okay, now you have done about meaning and history of pragmatism. So fundamental principles of pragmatism you can easily extract from history and others. Okay, so what pragmatism says that nothing is fixed and final in this world. Okay, there is no ultimate reality. Okay, but in the idealism we have done that there is a ultimate reality, there is a fixed things, but pragmatism says that there is nothing is fixed and final. There is no ultimate reality. Pragmatist lays great emphasis on activity rather than on idea. Pragmatism believes that reality is in making. Okay, pragmatism believes that man creates his own values. But in the idealism, we have said that man is a discoverer. But here they are saying that man is a creator. Man creates his own values during the course of activity. So hence, pragmatism is a utilitarian philosophy which holds that the reality of a principle lies in the utility. The reality of a principle lies in the action, right? So this is all about the fundamental principles of pragmatism. Now we discuss about what are the major facts and beliefs of pragmatism philosophy, right? Means what is the metaphysics according to the pragmatism? What is the epistemology according to the pragmatism? And what is the axiology according to the pragmatism? So we start with metaphysics, which is basically theory of reality according to the pragmatism, right? So according to the pragmatism, what is reality? According to the pragmatism philosophy, reality goes on changing. There is no ultimate reality, right? Now we discuss concept of God. Okay, what pragmatism thinks that, right? We have already done the Sophists, who were the Greek teachers of Greece. Greece country के teacher थे. Okay, they have the skepticism. They are skepticism and empiricism. They have doubt on the God. Okay, therefore pragmatists believe that neither believe in God or nor disbelieve in God, right? Skepticism, doubt था उनको, right? Man and society, they regard man and society is inseparable. Man is a inseparable, society is thought and action. Thought and actions are inseparable, but they give more importance to the action than thought, right? This is all about the theory of reality according to the pragmatism. Next, we discuss about what is the theory of knowledge, means epistemology according to the pragmatism. So pragmatism believe that experience is the source of attaining knowledge. Interaction means, they say that we get the knowledge by interacting with the people. Okay, but in the idealism philosophy, we have already done that. We get the knowledge by rational faculties and reasoning. Okay, but pragmatism philosophy say that we get the knowledge by interacting the people, and we get the experience, and from that experience we get the knowledge. The person gains knowledge through experience based activities. Knowledge based on common experience is true, genuine, and worthy. They emphasize functional knowledge and understanding, right? Functional knowledge is a, we get the knowledge, from that knowledge we get again knowledge. This is called functional knowledge. Pragmatism stands for knowledge which has utility and which is acquired through experience. Knowledge gained through experience is true and useful. Project method is the scientific method of acquiring knowledge, which was given by the Kilpatrick, disciple of John Dewey, right? So I explain in a simple word regarding the theory of knowledge by the pragmatist. Pragmatists believe that we get the knowledge through interaction and through experience. Okay, project method is the scientific method. What is basically project method? Project method means when the teacher give any assignment to the student has to think on that assignment. According to that assignment, they have to collect the data, they have to work on the data, okay, and they give the final report to the teacher. So from that way, most of the work is done by the student. So when the student does the work by his own hand, they get the experience, and from that experience they get the knowledge. Therefore they have said that project method is the scientific method. Okay, so here we have to remember project method is advocated by the pragmatist philosophy, right? So this is all about the theory of knowledge. Next we discuss about axiology, from where we get the values, what is the source of values. Okay, so pragmatism here, they say that values are not eternal and not permanent. But the idealism says that values are permanent and eternal. Okay, but they are saying that today we are doing the pragmatism philosophy. Pragmatism philosophy says that values are not eternal, not permanent, not intrinsic. Okay, we create the values. There is no absolute values. We create the values. Values are produced or created by the human beings. Okay, nothing is true or good forever. And as well as they reject the concept of transcendental value. They say that there is no transcendental value. Transcendental means beyond this universe. There is no value. Every value we get from here, we get from the experience, and insist that all goods are within the reach of experience and they are to be attained here and now. Okay, they say that we can get each and everything by the experience. They are reach the experience we can get now. Yeah, after that we get the all the things. Okay, this is all about the axiology, right? So last we discuss about educational implications. I have already told you that whatever the topic we will finish in the MEd, educational implication is must. You should know what are the educational implications of that philosophy, right? So under the educational implications, we will cover up aims of education, we will cover up curriculum, we will cover up methods of teaching as advocated by the pragmatism philosophy. Okay, first we discuss about what are the aims of education as given by the pragmatism philosophy. So aims of education according to pragmatism, they say that education as a social process, right? वहां पर हमने क्या किया था in the idealism? The aims of education should be self-realization, na? But here pragmatism philosophy says that education as social process. Whatever is going on into the society, the education should be according to that. Okay, so you have seen that in America, Canada, and other abroad countries, the education is a society based. They are not the value based. But when we talk about the India, here the value is a here the education is a value based. Okay, so they say that they give more emphasis on the society, what is going on to the society, and we should adopt the education. Okay, we should introduce the subjects in the education process according to the society, what is going on. Instilling democratic values. Okay, and you have seen that syllabus, they are instilling the democratic values. Development of a child's power and abilities. This philosophy gives more importance to the child power and abilities. Develop the child power and abilities. They also emphasize that we should prepare the child for the future life. Okay, when you see the new education policy 2020, these all the factors you will see over there. Okay, prepare the child for the future life, because on the class of a 6th and 7th, many vocational courses, new education policy is introducing. Education a continuous restructuring of experience. Okay, education is a continuous restructuring of experience. Okay, means there is a changeability, there is a no fixed, there is a reliable, there is a relativity. Proper adjustment, most important point. Okay, they say that, they emphasize that education should be such type, child should adjust himself in the class, child should adjust himself in the job, right? Child should adjust himself in the life, and all-round development. They say that there should be a development of physical development, spiritual development, social development, ethical development. Okay, idealism says that spiritual development, intellectual development, right? But they say that all-round development, social development, emotional development, right? Physical development, all kind of a development, means proper harmonious development. Okay, the modern aim of education is the harmonious development of the student. Okay, so this is the last point of aim of education. Next we discuss about curriculum, means what should be the syllabus, what should be the content of syllabus. Okay, so according to the pragmatism philosophy, they stress on experienced based syllabus, not subject matter curriculum. Okay, because we have already done that. Experience based we get the knowledge, so they give priority to the physical sciences. In idealism we have already done, they give idealism, idealist philosophy, they give priority to the physical, they give priority to the social sciences, humanities subjects, but they give priority to the physical sciences. Curriculum must be on based on learning by doing principle. Okay, means content of the curriculum, content of the syllabus should be such type, there should be activity based. Means not just the teacher has to teach and students are listening. Okay, it should not be such kind of a class. Means it should be on the experience based. Okay, you should give more and more assignment, experienced activity, totality of the experience. Next point is that totality of experience that child receives through multiple activity in the classroom, library, laboratory, playground and school. Right, basically pragmatism wants to say that when we do the multiple activities, so basically we are giving training to our all the uh, all the senses, right? When we do multiple activities, so there should be a training to all the senses, and by the experience we get more and more knowledge. The pragmatic curriculum is framed on the basis of certain basic principle. कौन से principles हैं? Utility, interest, experience and integration. Okay, so pragmatists say that whenever you have to make the syllabus for the student, so there should be a, we have to cater the need of the student, we have to cater the aptitude of the student, we have to see the utility, experience and integration of the students. Basically they believe that curriculum syllabus should be such type based upon learning by doing method. Okay, this is all about curriculum. Next we do that methods of teaching according to the pragmatism. What are the methods of teaching? From which method teacher has to teach in the class? So they say that teacher has to teach according to learning by doing method. They should give some practical experience. Okay, they should perform some experiment in the laboratory. Okay, learning by doing method, the teacher has to teach problem solving method. Okay, the teacher should give some assignments to the student and give some time to the student will brainstorming and they will make by their own. So such kind of a method they should teach in the class. Catering to the child interest, they also says that you have to taking care of the interest of the child, attitude, aptitude, mental level of the child. So according to that, you should give problem to the student. Project method, we have already done about the project method. Okay, this is the most important. Sometimes it gives in the short answers, short questions. Define the project method. Okay, we have already done, and in the project method, you have to define the name. Kilpatrick, who was a disciple of the John Dewey, gave this method, project method, and activity based method. So we should teach according to the activity based method, right guys? So this is all about your pragmatism philosophy. We have done about pragmatism, meaning and little bit history of a pragmatism. Okay, in a history we have done about the Heraclitus. He has said that you cannot step twice into the same river, the sun is new every day. Okay, Sophists ने कहा क्या कहा था? They are the traveling teachers. They said that they have the doubt on the teachers. Okay, and John Dewey we talked about, and Kilpatrick we talk about. Then we discuss about the major belief of the pragmatism, and under the major belief, we have major facts. We talk about the metaphysics. What should be the metaphysics according to the pragmatism? Then epistemology, then axiology, right? Values kaisi honi chahiye. Then we talk about the educational implications. Under this, aims of education we have covered, curriculum we have covered, and methods of teaching, right? Next, what are the important questions that can come from this topic, pragmatism topic? Long answer 10 marks का long answer आपको आएगा, right? 10 10 20 20 total your exams would come of 70 marks. Now 70 marks में there would be a 4 sections. Okay, out of a 4 sections, there would be 2 questions. You have to attempt one. 10 marks for the each sections, right? 10 into 40, and 10 you have to attempt the short questions. 10 questions, short questions carries the 3 marks. 10 into 3, 30, and there would be a 4 section. Each sections carries 10 marks, and 10 into 4, 40. 40 plus 30, 70 marks. Okay. So long questions can come from the pragmatism philosophy. Describe pragmatism as a philosophy of education. Okay. Suppose these questions will come, in your exam. So under this 10 mark questions, you have to, tell about little bit, pragmatism, from where the word pragmatism has derived, who is the father of the pragmatism. Okay. You have to explain about the pragmatism. Then you have to talk about little bit history and meaning of pragmatism. Then you have to talk about basic fundamental principles of pragmatism, then major facts of pragmatism, metaphysics, epistemology, axiology. Then you have to explain the educational implications of pragmatism, aims of education, curriculum and methods of teaching. And last में you have to conclude. Conclusions आपका आधे का पेज का conclusions होना चाहिए, right? According to the question. Second questions can come. Throw the light on the aims of education, curriculum and methods of teaching according to the pragmatism. Okay. Sometimes students get confused. Okay. And they write only aims of education, curriculum and method of teaching. Okay. But in this question, you have to elaborate aims of education, curriculum and method of teaching. But side by side, you can write about the metaphysics, epistemology and axiology of pragmatism in a short form. Okay. And what the pragmatism says. But give more focus, more elaborations of these 3 points. Right? Okay. एक questions और आ सकता है जैसे define pragmatism with respect to metaphysics, epistemology and axiology. Okay. If such type of a question will come, so then you have to elaborate on metaphysics, epistemology and axiology. Okay. But educational implications you have to, side by side you have to give in a short way, but you have to focus on these. Okay. So question would come, there is a one question, examiner can mold the question unless or until the concept is clear to you. So you can define, all about this theory. Okay. And the short answers may, okay, you will get the questions metaphysics as suggested by the pragmatism. Okay. Here you have to define pragmatism believes that there is a no, ultimate reality. There is a no fixed reality. Reality is always changeable. Okay. And they, they neither believe on God nor disbelieve on the God. Man and society are the inseparable. They give more emphasis on the action rather than the ideas. This is a metaphysics. And project method, usme as suggested by the Kilpatrick, which we have already discussed. Right, guys? This is all about your pragmatism philosophy. Thank you so much.